own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, fuck the opposition, and all that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show, this so perennial. Do this for my millennials, I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show, this so perennial. Do this for my millennials, I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C. That's where the home of the Washington Redskins resides, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Redskins. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Set. 54. Line 54. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Watch the edge. Watch twist. Twist. Ready, go. Ready.
First carry for Darius Geis. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside. They didn't allow any leakage. Anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good. Yeah. Backside guys,
meh.
That's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Here we go. 54. Same one. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Haskins. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Washington. 42 yards. Geis, they'll try to run it. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Haskins. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. On second down, it's Elliott, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Set hut 50 with the flag. Check 55 for mine. I'm coming for you. You mine. Off. Mine 55. Right here. Mine 55. Set.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And that will be incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Redskins scoop it. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Second and 8 at the 30-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Prescott firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
First down, Cowboys.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And he's got his man on the out route. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. They'll run with Elliott. And a penalty flag is down to the backfield as they finally bring him to the turf. But I'm not sure this is going to stand.
Let's go! Here we go. 480. We got 4. We got 180.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And the Redskins scoop it. And a big turnover there as here's guys who will get the football back. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
So they get the 3 points, but they've now had 3 trips into the red zone, and that's all they've come away with. And in the NFL, the way they measure red zone efficiency and success, did you score touchdowns on those drives? That's first and foremost. Getting points, that's the second measurement. So by that measure, they haven't done very well. They've got to figure that out.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Haskins to throw it. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Haskins now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got them into the end zone.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Haskins will throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Corey Davis with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. To throw is Prescott. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Here we go, 46.
On 2nd and 15 now. Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. And he comes back with one complete. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now it's right. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
Ready. 55. Bound to lose one. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Four down. Shot.
From the 31, Haskins. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Will Parks there in coverage to knock it away. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. 1st down run with Elliott going to go for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
2nd and 6. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position, because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
From the gun on 3rd down. Hannah, and a trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Running into the punter keeps this drive alive as they operate now with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. On 2nd down, Elliott. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Cowboys on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The Redskins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Haskins out of the gun. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Geis. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. Here's Haskins. Jordan Reed has it. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Haskins now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
To throw on 3rd down, Haskins. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Sanders on for the field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Out now comes the Cowboys punter in punt formation, but as we've seen, that's no guarantee he'll punt the football. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Haskins. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line, I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter, because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
3rd down, here's Geis. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Tressway now, as he's on to punt for Washington. And he's able to get it out of there. So that one will be accepted.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Here's Prescott. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Prescott now. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping it can half.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Throwing, Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Prescott to throw it. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 25 yards that time.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
10th carry now for Elliott. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. With that last effort, he has reached now 10,000 career rushing yards. Congratulations.
Big-time congratulations. That also means that his publicist can make sure all the information gets to every voter out there who has a say in the Hall of Fame. Fashioning together a heck of a resume.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and 8. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Austin Hooper, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. 2nd down, Haskins. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. Corey Davis with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Mike. Watch the run. Chance. Hey, kill.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
At their 49-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son.
They go to Elliott again. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Prescott. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. This is Elliott. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 13 yards out, as his guys are back within a single score. So this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talked about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. What? Go. Get off the field.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 19.
Check 52. Rush in.
On 1st down, it's Neal. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at FedEx Field, it's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, now Haskins. Now the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Sanders' kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds it. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now. Haskins. Complete to right. Breaks the tackle. Now an alley. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Running right, here's Sanders. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
At the 37-yard line.
Run it. 15 on it. 15 on it. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Another run here with Sanders. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. This is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First down, Cowboys.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Crunch time, defense.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
That's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. On 3rd down, a run from White. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He's been terrific so far. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Kill. Turn it up.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now a handoff looking right. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Prescott. Cooper's got it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Hey, here we go. Don't get nervous.
And they will take a knee here.
Here we go. Push him back. Push him back.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment